Hello guys, welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to start to write our first task script in Playwright. Let's get started, not to waste more time. First, we need to, open the official documentation to see the example task script. Let me type in Playwright. Official documentation. We're following the official documentation as a curriculum. Um, let's get down to the here. Yeah, that's it. That's the first and that's the very first, the task script. We will inspect. And we will review. As you can see, to be able to write a task script in Playwright, first we need to know we need to know that we have to uh, create a test script test file under the test directory. Let's create our first file. First 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 file. First we need to type in the name of the file and then dot spec extension, add the spec extension and dot ts extension, because we are using TypeScript, right? Because we are using TypeScript at the moment, so we need to add the TypeScript extension ts at the end of the file name, right? If we use the JavaScript as a programming languages, we would actually we would have to add the GS extension at the end of the file, okay? At the end of the name of the file, okay? Let's create our file name. To be able to create our test file, test script, first we need to import the test and we need to import the test from the Playwright library. Let me import it. Excuse me. Let me import it. How can we import the test script test file, actually test method or test class from the Playwright library? How can we do it? That's the things we should do. Import, import and import and we should add the curly braces in import curly braces and test comma expect. I'll explain this line and in which library, from and single quote at Playwright / test library. Okay, let me explain this line. The line of the code imports of the test and expect functions from the at Playwright / test library, which is testing library built on top of the Playwright automation tool. The test function is used to define a test case, and it takes two arguments, a string describing the test and a callback function that contains the test code. The expect function is used to make assertions about the state of the application under test. It provides a set of measures that can be used to check if certain conditions are true. Okay? To sum up the situation, these functions are the main building blocks for writing tests using Playwright and at Playwright / test library. Okay. Now we can create our test method. How can we create our test method? It's so simple. It's quite simple to create a test method. First, we need to create the, we need to type in the test keyword like this. Let me type in test keyword. And then we can pass in the description of the task. As I said just before, how can what kind of description we can add? We can add some description to explain the task. First, search test. That's the description of the task, and then we should add the arrow function with the async keyword. Async. I'll explain this keyword. Async keyword. We should add the arrow function. And arrow function. Let me create arrow function. You know, the arrow function is anonymous functions, what we call callback functions. And then we should add the page variables, you know, page variable. Now it's okay. We have already created a new task methods, right? New task methods. How can you understand that you have created a task method? If this run button, you know, if this run button or run icon is appeared, you know, you created a task method. Otherwise, you couldn't create a task method or something. This icon should be appeared. Okay. Anyway, let's go. First, let's navigate to a website. Which website? eBay. Today, we are using, actually, we are testing the eBay. We are using eBay to test, to execute our task or to write our first task script. Let me open the eBay. We are actually, we will navigate to eBay and type something into the search box and validate the results. That's it. That's all we have to do today. Let's actually, you know, to be able to write a task script and to be able to automate a task or something, or to be able to automate a website, first we need to know how to locate web elements. Okay, how can we locate the web element in Playwright? There are numerous ways, and also, you know, in Playwright, let me show you locators. You can locate element by you know, page.get by role, get by text, get by label, get by placeholder. What is it, get by role? To locate by explicit and implicit accessibility attributes. What it means, you know, the every, you know, any elements in any web elements have the, you know, have a role in HTML, have a role which is assigned to this, which is assigned in HTML. Let me show you this role. For example, let me open this link. In this link, you know, this link leads to, you know, navigates you to the to a page which shows you all the roles which which are assigned based on the web elements. Okay, based on the web element, you can find all the roles here in this page, you know, based on your dependent on your web element, right? For example, if your web element have the href tag, it's role link, for example, and the without href a role generic, for example, and the many, you know, there are a lot of roles, you know, here in this page. You can check it out and learn you know, the role of the web elements you're trying to locate. Okay, actually now I don't use the get by role locator. Later we will learn how to use this locating methods. Actually, get by text you can use, and also you can locate your web element by using get by text, and also using get by label, get by placeholder to locate an input by a placeholder or something, get by alt text, get by title, get by test ID. To be able to locate an element by using get by test ID, you should have a data test ID attribute. Otherwise, you cannot locate this element, okay? That's it exactly. Actually, as we use this locating methods, you will learn how to locate and effectively use this locating methods. Okay, let's continue right now. Let's continue right now and open the ebay.com and let's inspect the search box. As you can see, it has a placeholder attribute, right? And the value search for anything. We can use this locating method, placeholder, copy, and first we need to navigate to the website. Okay, first we need to navigate to the website. I've just said that we have to use the async keyword. Async. Why we have to use the async keyword? In JavaScript, JavaScript is generally a synchronized programming languages, and it runs all the tasks, it runs all the commands sequentially, right? Because it's the synchronized programming languages, and it runs sequentially and it runs in a synchronized way. But in some point, JavaScript can behave in an unsynchronized way, and also Playwright in the methods of the Playwright behaves in an asynchronized way. So that's why we have to synchronize this asynchronized code, a synchronized method to be able to write a proper and accurate code, because of course the asynchronized programming is a useful programming method, but in some point you might experience some problem because of asynchronized methods or asynchronized programming or asynchronized characteristic. Okay, but and also here in this point, we need to run our commands sequentially, right? Sequentially, one by another. For example, first we need to open the web page and then we should type in the something into the search box and hit the enter and validate the result. All right, this scenario and the steps of this scenario should run sequentially and one by another. Okay, and if this scenario, if the steps of this scenario actually runs in an asynchronized way, most probability we will get some error. If we try to type something in the search box before the web page hasn't opened yet, most probably we'll get the error, right? Because the web page hasn't been loaded yet, and we're trying to type something in the web element in this web page, but this web page hasn't been loaded yet. So that's why in this point, if when writing a test script, we have to our steps should run sequentially one by another and in a synchronized way, not to get error. Okay, so that's why. In Playwright's methods, behaves in an asynchronous way, because the Playwright methods behaves in an asynchronized way. We need to synchronize these methods not to get error. How can we synchronize the Playwright methods? By using async and await keyword. Okay, async and await keyword. So that's why we should use await keyword before every command, right? Before the every command, not to get the error. Okay. To be able to use the await keyword, we have to put async keyword right before the function, Otherwise, I can't use the await keyword. Await keyword and async keyword should be used together. In an asynchronized programming. Okay, in an asynchronized programming. Okay, let's go. First, we need to go to the navigate to the website. How can we navigate to the website? First, we need to at the await, of course, await, and page dot go to where ebay.com, right? ebay.com. Copy and paste. That's it. That's so simple, right? Await page.go to ebay.com. As you can see, go to, if we if we hover to the go to method, as you can see, it returns promise. When you see the promise, you'll understand that this method behaves in an asynchronized way, and you have to synchronize these methods not to get error in your test. Otherwise, every command or every thread try to run simultaneously, and the most probability you will get some error, and your test scripts, your test scripts are executed in a fragile way, in an inaccurate way. So that's why you need to synchronize your asynchronized methods not to get error in Playwright. Okay, let's go. After navigating to the website, let's locate this element. Inspect. It has a placeholder, right? Placeholder attribute. So I copy the value of this placeholder attribute and down here, and come down here. Await. Let's let's create a locator const locate. Let's call it locate, and is equal to page dot get get by placeholder, and open the parentheses and the type in the value of the placeholder, search for anything, right? This is the locator, right? And then what I would like to do with this locator, first I need to I would like to type something in this web element, and then hit enter, right? Hit enter. That's it. Locate dot fill. If you would like to type something in a search box or text box or something, you can use fill in Playwright. I would like to search mobile phone. Okay. And then after typing in the mobile phone, I would like to hit enter. How can I use the keyboard, keyboard actions? Locate dot press, press by using press method, you can press all the keyboard, all the keyboard buttons. Okay, for example, locate that press. I would like to hit the enter. So with the single quote, you can write enter. You can check the official documentation to see more about the keyboard actions. Where is it? Let me show you. Let me show you. Writing task, actions, located at press. You can check the official documents to see all the all the keywords to press on the keyboard, right? Or press on the keyboard. Okay. Keyboard event keys. Key can specify the intended keyboard event key value and single character to generate text. Okay. You can check this website. You can check the official documentation and learn more about the keyboard actions, right? And what you have to type to be able to, for example, to be able to hit the enter, home, insert, page down, page up, arrow right. That's the you need to type in. You need to type in to be able to press this key. Press this key. Okay, press this key. That's the things you have to do. You can check it out. Okay. Anyway, after hitting the enter, I would like to validate the search results. Let me type in mobile phone, and hit enter. Hit enter. I would like to validate this this text. Okay, if this text includes the mobile phone text, the test will be passed. Okay, let me inspect. Okay, yeah. Copy, and I will use the XPath to locate this element here on this point. /h1 and class single quote. That's it. As you can see, 1 of 1, right? If this web element contains the text mobile phone, the task will be passed. Okay, that's the condition. Okay, copy and come down here to be able to use the XPath locating method. Let me show you what you have to do. Const locate result. Let me tell you. Let me call this locate result, right? Result page. To be able to use the XPath locator, you should say page dot locator, and then type in XPath and equal to the value of this locator, right? Value of this locator. Let me show. Oh, sorry. I had to use the double quote, but I used the single quote. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, I had to use double quote, but I used the single quote, so that's why I get the error. Anyway, and paste the locator, XPath locator, and that's it. That's the way. That's things you have to do to be able to use the XPath method, right? That's so simple. And also, yeah. yeah, how can you make assertions in Playwright? By using expect method. Expect method, right? That's it. But and also you don't forget to use await keyword. Await keyword before the command. Before each command, you need to use await keyword. Otherwise, you will get error because of the asynchronized situation, right? And also now I will make some actions. So I need to so now I have to use await keyword again. Await result, sorry, expect, and you need to type in the locator results. And what I'm trying to verify, I'm trying to verify that the result contains the text mobile phone, right? So that's why I say to contain text. Which text? Mobile phone, right? Mobile phone. Mobile phone. If the result includes mobile phone text, the task will be passed, right? That's it. That's so simple. That's clear and simple. Let me run my test, but first I would like to delete the example spec because I don't want to run this spec when I'm trying to execute my all task. Anyway, let me open the terminal. And mpx to be able to run all your tasks. Mpx playwright task, and as I said before, the playwright execute the task by default in headless mode. To be able to run your task in headed mode, you need to add headed, okay? And I'll hit the enter button. I hit the enter. As you can see, it says that 3 tasks is executing. Why it says 3? Because your task is being executed in 3 different browsers in parallel, right? Because the Playwright executes your task by default in 3 different browsers in parallel. That's the amazing feature of the Playwright. All the tasks have passed, right? We have 1 task, but this task is being, has been executed in 3 different browsers: WebKit, Chromium, and Firefox in parallel. That's amazing. And our task has been passed, right? Let me execute again. mpx playwright task and headed mode headed. By default, Playwright executes your task in parallel and also with the headless mode. To be able to run your task in headed mode, you should add the at the end of this command mpx task headed. That's it. That's it for today. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe my channel. That's it. Take care. See you.